Hello, Brother Monroe here. Welcome back to Sea Power. And another scenario from Stealth17 himself. Thank you very much for sending it over. It will be on the workshop once the game goes live, so will some of the scenarios I've been doing. So there will be extra scenarios for you to have a go at as soon as the game comes out on the 12th of November. I am going to be doing a release stream as well. That's in probably a few days' time when you're seeing this video, but... yeah, come along. I will be streaming the day of release. Probably not when it actually releases, because it tends to release a really awkward time for me. But anyway, enough yapping. 3 German submarines positioned for the attack. A P3 Orion. There are Soviet MiGs around. Landing ship, missile cruiser, resupply ship. Kill 3. I have 3 submarines. They've got lots of air cover. Okay. Kill the missile cruiser. Yeah. Yeah, watch out for nasties. Okay. Looks like we have some other stuff. We've got some Tiger class PT boats, which have exocets. Okay, cool. 20-mile range on those things, ish. All right, we have an airbase, and we have our submarines, which are, oh bloody hell, over here. Right, does the airbase have anything useful? F4s. Another Orion. RA5Cs can be quite handy for gathering intelligence. The EA6Bs are really handy if I'm going to go missiles. I need to have a look at my submarines first. Okay, so we've got some options there. What are we looking at over here, though? Somewhere there's a submarine. There it is. Presumably a diesel. Yep. Very short range anti-sub torps. 10 miles on the anti-surface torpedoes. And the problem is there's a lot of shite. I'm going to disband this formation of 2 subs. Do you have... Nope. No, you don't have. Yeah, we're going to have to figure out what the hell is going on. Anyway, we've got some submarines. That's a plus. If we get in the shit, I guess we've got the exocets that we can dump on them. Where are you headed? You're pretty much headed in the right place, but I would probably not have you going directly. I just delete those 2 waypoints. Nope. Well, I can delete one of them anyway. P3 is... Whoa, that's very aggressive.
Roger. Turn 078.
You're pretty high up. You got your radar off for now. It's probably a good idea. Okay, given what we've got, let's launch an RA5C. See if that works. I've had some issues with air bases in scenarios. Can use their sensors to help out. seem to remember they have... yeah, so they've got the cameras, they've got infrared, they also have some electronic warfare stuff. But we need to ID all of these things that are out there. Say they were MiGs as well. So once this thing's on the go, which it may or may not be, I might not have the airbase. I'll just leave it. In case I do have the airbase, give me... did I see that? No, I don't have E3s. I guess you can give me a squadron of 4 F4s. Oh, it is taking off. Good. On an air-to-air loadout. Yes. Scout plane is airborne. Very nice. Thing has plenty of endurance, so it's kind of a bummer I don't have airborne air radar. You come up to periscope depth.
Make my depth 2-5. Dive I.
Seeing what have you got? You might have a periscope. That's all I'm really hoping for, to get an idea on whatever this is. Need to be cautious of this thing. If I switch on their surface search, do I get anything useful? Not really.
Secure the surface search. Radar I. New ESM contact. Barry. Designate track.
Ooh,
7006.
that's interesting. Right. Oh, you have an ESM mast. Periscope and snorkel, please. Merchant.
7003 is classified. Neutral merchant. Turn to course 062. Hell my. Track 7006 is classified. Hostile helo.
Ooh. Okay, it's KA-27. Interesting. Now, in the current version of the game, these things don't drop sonar buoys, so I'm not too worried about it. And these things also don't carry torpedoes, so I'm not too worried about that thing. Do you have some F4s getting airborne? Just about. The problem with them is they're going to have very limited ability to engage. Basically just going to be there to protect protect their P3. I'm assuming you're a merchant too. Which one of you are you close to? U21. Also come up to periscope depth. Right, once you are ready.
Roger, go to altitude
don't want them going for my P3. I'd rather they went for these guys. So I am unusually going to turn on their radars because I want the Soviets to engage the F4s, not the other stuff. And they're going to have to do some spotting. Right, you at periscope depth yet? Not quite. Here we go.
Upscope. Raise the ESM mast. Raise the snorkel.
Might as well snorkel while we're here.
Track 70.
Also a merchant. That's good.
Is classified. Neutral merchant.
Yeah, you got pretty good battery levels, actually. Well, given that, I don't see any reason to stay at periscope depth.
Lower the snorkel. Lower the ESM mast.
Go
Make my depth.
a little bit lower.
0. Dive eye. Lower the snorkel. Down scope. Lower the ESM mast. Make my depth. 1 0 0.
But I've added these two as merchants, which is good.
Track 70.
Starting to get some aerial assets on the scene. I wonder if 7001 is one of the ships we're after. This is probably a merchant, 7002. But let's speed up time a little bit.
Track 7006. Track 7008 is classified.
Probably both helicopters.
Kilo. Contact faded. Track 7008. Roger. Turn 073. Contact faded. Track 7008. New ESM contact. Bearing. Designate track 7009. Track 7009.
Getting all this
Is classified. Hostile helo. New
junk
ESM
appearing. I don't
contact.
like
Bearing.
this,
Designate track
if I'm honest.
7010. Track
If it is a helicopter trying to kill my submarines, there's literally nothing I can do about it.
hostile warship. Contact faded. Track
Hostile warship.
7009. Contact faded. Track 7001.
Can your radar detect anything now?
Surface search on. Radar eye. New radar contact. Designate track 7011.
It's presumably a merchant. I keep forgetting how you're actually supposed to be able to do that. The ID thing. This I don't like. Getting anything fantastic from the radar. I'll leave it for a little bit. No, secure.
Incon, secure all emitters. Radar eye.
Just course a little bit.
Turn 062. Contact faded.
Don't like that.
7011.
Somewhat nervous if I was on U-23. It is probably a helicopter. That would be my guess. You guys, you're going at a reasonable speed, but I'd rather that you got into position a bit quicker. Oh, you're going at standard anyway. It's fine. Yeah, I think that's a helicopter. could also be
New ESM
enemy air.
Barry, designate track 701.
The F4s are in the area.
7007 is classified. Hostile air. Contact faded. Track 7. Roger. Turn 116.
Whatever it is, it's not friendly. They might just be going straight for the F4s, which means it could be the MiGs. We're not even close to being in missile range. What's the range on a Sparrow? 16. We are closing fast though. I mean, we know it's hostile.
Contact. Barry, designate track 7013. Track 7.
Yeah, split into multiples.
Is classified. Hostile.
They're hostile.
warship. New ESM contact. Barry,
Assume all of those are hostile.
014. Contact faded.
You.
Track
Actually, yeah, you.
710. Contact faded. Track 701.
Engage with
Track 701.
Sparrow.
7 is classified. Neutral merchant.
Oops, I clicked the wrong button. Engage with a Sparrow, single shot. That one.
Engaging track 7007.
You. Engage that one.
Engaging track 7015.
And you. And you. Engage that one.
Engaging track 7016. New radar contact. Designate track 7018. Track 7014 is classified. Hostile helo. Contact faded. Track 7.
Oh, there's a fourth one. I think. Fox 1. We need to guide the missiles in, unfortunately. Love it. See if we get any hits here. Whoa! Yep, one.
7 is toast. Splash track 701.
Very nice. Oh, they're firing back. Shit. Chaff?
Cap out. Missile launch, missile launch.
Yeah. Splash two of them.
Engaging track 701. At box 1. Missile launch, missile launch. We've been hit. Track
Lost two.
701. 8 is history. We've been hit.
Three of them. Unfortunate. But I think I shot down all of the MiGs. All the MiGs look dead to me. Not a very good engage, I'll be honest. RTB. That's what. Actually, no, don't RTB.
Ceasefire track.
Go kill that.
7014. Surface search on. Roger. Go to altitude 1.
See if we can't get... But if that is all of the makes, which I suspect it probably is, and we can take out the helicopter, then that'll be fine. Yeah. The problem with the Sparrows is you can't shoot them and then break away, which is what you want to do. You have to leave the planes flying directly at the enemy, which gets you into their range of their missiles, and then you're stuffed. You can use Phoenixes, or if you've got F-14s, which is pretty nice, because you have much longer distance that you can cover. But, yeah. Oh, what are you? This one's a merchant. Neutral. But, yeah, what you really, really want is an AMRAAM. That you can just go fire, fire and forget, turn away, book out. Especially if you can guide it in with an E3 or something. Merchant. You can see it here actually. You see like the F4 is still closing on the helicopter. So if the helicopter was a plane, it would potentially cause a lot of problems. But I missed. Should fire again in a minute. No. Might be better off with a couple of sidewinders actually. Altitude for that 10,000. There it is. Should do it, right? Name 9? Should be firing now, mate. Let's try ceasefire weapons free. There you go. Missed. Hit it. Nice. Arty being good. Okay. Well, we've got some IDs. We've got a Grisha. Oh, it's got those dual-purpose geckos. Plus anti-submarine stuff. 2 of them. A cannon. Destroyer. Again, it's got RBUs and stuff. The Crester. This is the missile cruiser. Right? Yeah, this is the missile cruiser. It also carries anti-sub mortars and stuff. Okay. And then these are presumably our... what do you call it? The logistics ships. Right, what's the range on your missiles, Krista? Ooh, you've got those are horrible. Don't like that. 16 miles on the goers. Okay. Let's call it 18 to be safe. And you, little man? You have the geckos, but these things 3 miles, right? Also have your torpedoes, which are 8 miles, but 10. Okay, so really it's the RBU range that I need to watch her for, which is 3 miles. Doesn't have to be exact. But yeah, that's a bit of an issue. I wonder what their course is. They seem to be going directly towards... how's our battery doing? You tell me? 95, we're fine.
Turn to course. 0. Turn to course. Turn to course. 117. Hell my. Contact faded. Track 7. See, turn to course. 0.
We can certainly try our best with the subs. Just wondering, I don't think I have any... Obviously, if I just leave the planes here, they'll get shot down, but for now they're okay. Do you have any form of strike? Mavericks. Paveways. That seems fairly suicidal. Nope. Although they can block the... they can use their electronic countermeasure things. No, you don't have any then. Oh, hello. What year is it? 1981? I could fire it. Yeah, let's go. Yes, the P3. with the harpoons. That's a bit more spicy. Because... No, you don't have it. I was wondering if the RA5 had the offensive ECM. Because what we can also do from the airbase is launch a couple of growlers on electronic warfare loadout. Right, once you take off, because my aim here would be to take out the missile cruiser, primarily, I think.
Contact faded. Track 7037.
Ryan away.
Roger. Turn 09. Roger. Go to altitude.
Keep your radar off for now.
000.
Don't know if these guys are going to have the... Oh yeah, they will. Ha ha ha. So if we can suppress their ECM, get a bunch of missiles going at them. You had another P3, didn't you? Hey, Stealth didn't say not to use this. And sure, I might have lost 3 out of my 4 F4s, but that means the Soviets don't have any air assets to engage my P3, or to engage my RA5, or to engage the strike package I'm putting together. Well, it's fine by me.
Contact faded. Track 7035. Contact faded. Track 703. Roger. Turn 091. Roger. Go to altitude 10.
These things are extremely slow. So I'm going to have to wait for them to get into the air. As the second strike Orion gets ready to take off. Because yeah, adding 8 harpoons all of a sudden makes things a little bit more interesting. That one is flying 10,000 to there. In fact, I'm going to create a formation. This is Orion strike. And I'm going to order you to join the Orion strike. And then they should do that automatically. Lovely.
Contact faded. Track 7032.
This is what we can use. The offensive ECM.
Track 7039 is classified. Hostile warship.
I mean, they're not going especially fast.
Contact faded.
Either on our planes, of course.
034. Contact faded. Track 70.
Now listen to the comms officers squawking away.
Track 7039. Contact faded. Track 7.
What's their range on their AA missiles again?
Contact faded. Track 7032.
Yeah, it's this one, isn't it? The 18-ish miles
35. Contact faded. Track 7.
from the goers.
31.
So I could actually, in advance of them
Roger. Turn.
showing up,
Turn.
just go have a look at them from over here.
Roger. Turn. 0.
And I think those planes will be safe in those positions. And they could just keep an eye from afar. F4 still heading back. Yeah, they do have the endurance. They can jam. And then we've got 8 harpoons, which means we can... They've got 1, 2, 3, 4... Oh, a Submarine. Okay. Alright, so they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 warships. Damn. I was hoping to just send 2 missiles at each. And see what they do with it. But that's not the most important thing. I think the most important thing is that we eliminate probably the Cresta and the Submarine. And here are the 2 transports. Okay. Yeah, the Cresta is the high value target, along with the Submarine, because they are a serious threat to my surface ships. The cannon isn't the worst in the world, but I would also like to blow that up. What?
Contact faded. Track 7031.
Oh, merchant. I thought you said urgent.
Track
Whereas the Grishas, yes, they're a threat to my subs.
contact faded. Track
They do have some AA.
40.
God damn it.
Contact faded.
Okay, so we need to make these... kind of need these... this little cheeky little harpoon strike to work. Anyway, I'm going to get in position, and I will see you when I'm ready.
Contact faded. Track
Welcome back after some time acceleration. You can hear the radio officer squawking again. So I'm going to deploy one of the offensive ECMs, like so. Oh fuck, they're not close enough. Shit. Okay, that's why I only used the one. Okay, you need to get closer.
109. Contact
That's relatively risky.
704.
Thought they had a bigger range than that. Well, I guess the wingman is providing a little bit more cover. The Orions are not quite on station, but close to.
89.
We've got them lit up from two directions with our the P3 and the RA5C. Just wait for these guys to get there.
Contact faded. Track 7046. Contact faded. Track 7033. Contact faded. Track 70 on station.
On station, there we go. Okay, now deploy it.
Engaging track 7.
Doesn't quite get them, but it's close. Right. Okay, first Orion. Let's disband the formation,
Roger.
because I find it easier to do that.
85.
Okay, you are going to engage the Grisha.
Engaging track 7. Whip it away.
Then you are going to engage the other Grisha.
Track 7032.
Then you are going to engage the cannon.
Engaging track 7. Whip it away.
Then you're going to engage the Cresta.
Engaging track 7034.
And then you are going to RTB.
Roger, RTB.
The other one isn't quite in range,
Roger,
but will be soon enough.
Roger, turn 088.
Anyway, let's give him a welcome, shall we? See how many of these 4 targets we can actually hit. Place your bets now in the comments.
Contact faded. Track 7033. Contact faded. Track 7032. Contact faded. Track 7043. Contact faded. Track 7042.
Squawking away again. Yeah, you're not quite in range to fire yet.
Contact faded. Track 7043. Contact faded. Track 7033. Contact faded. Track
Let's go real time on this.
7032.
Now that we're a bit closer.
ESM contact.
New ESM contact, really?
Track
Yeah, I wonder what that is.
7047.
Maybe some horrible surprise that Stealth has put in this scenario. Now, the other thing I can do, which is extremely mean, is the Orion that's returning to base could just get more harpoons. It's important to maintain air superiority, folks. Air superiority and information superiority. Absolutely vital. Chaff out, so they know that these are coming.
7042.
Up we go. Turn around. And miss. Now I can tell that's a miss. This one is not a miss. This one is not a miss. Boom. Dead. Absolutely brutalized. Oh, maybe this one won't miss. Boom. Amazing. Right. This should be the next one. Not exactly how that thing's supposed to engage, but okay. Hit on the cannon.
Contact faded. Track 7051. Contact faded. Track
Up.
704.
Look for targets. Don't look at the chaff. Don't look at the chaff. Nah.
Contact faded. Track
Still, we sunk.
70.
We're going to sink 3 of these.
Contact faded. Track
There's
70.
almost no way for ships to survive
70.
hits like that. Yeah, look at that.
Contact faded. Track
Very dead.
032.
This one is confirmed dead. The cannon, I mean, is burning. It was weird the way the Harpoon hit this one. I think the Harpoon had actually decided to go for the Cresta, but the cannon was in the way, so it just slammed into the side of it. Do of course have the second Orion, and there's really only 2 targets remaining. I want to make sure that all of these are actually sunk before I fire, though, because there we go, lovely stuff. I don't want the missiles getting confused. Oh, they're pinging. Fun stuff. Boom. Really nice that the superstructure actually blows up. Like, that is a cool... That is cool that you see actual destruction of the bits on the ship. I'm assuming that means it's dead. Yep.
Roger, roger, turn 097.
Okie dokie. Yeah, the Rogov is not a threat. Well, it's a target, but it's not a threat. So, engage. 2 at the Cresta. 1, 2, lovely. And then 2 at the Sovereign. Beautiful.
Roger, RTB.
RTB. Thank you very much. Now, it's entirely possible the Harpoons get spooked by the big, bulky cargo ships at the back here. It was a problem that famously happened in the Falklands with an Exocet. And I think Harpoons had the same issue, is that they can mistake civilian ships for military ones. Because, you know, they're designed to hit a carrier or whatever. So they're just like, oh, that's a big ship. I'll kill that. So let's hope that doesn't happen. And I have seen it happen in missions where I've accidentally hit a merchant ship. So make sure your fire lines are clear. So this merchant here should be fine, because these things have a pretty narrow seeker on them. Yeah, you can see the seekers.
Track 7042.
And if I was the Soviet admiral, I would be somewhat concerned that 3 of my ships just blew up. I wonder what they can see just now. I'd be really curious to know that. Developers, I don't know if you're watching my video. If you are, hi. You've done an amazing job with this game for such an early access. Yeah, this is super cool. Good job. Replay function. That would be super handy if you could... I don't know how possible it is, but if you can save a replay of the game so that you can watch it back from either your own point of view, just because you want to see if you missed something, or from the enemy point of view, or as a neutral observer where you can see everything. That would be super cool, especially for people like me, because then I could do commentary. People could say, hey, I did this scenario and I died. What did I do wrong? And I can have a look at it and go, oh, well, you had your ships going around blasting their radars everywhere, and they got spotted. Oh, got some chaff going on. But you see, they're not sending out a lot of missiles. Because really, to engage anti-ship missiles like this, you want to hit them as far away as possible from your surface vessels. And I haven't seen much in the way of missiles going up from them. They're relying on their flak, which is good on Soviet ships, to be fair. Up we go. Oh, they're already hit once. And again. Love it. Oh, there's a missile from the Submarine. Ah, you see? Look, the Submarine got out of the seeker cone. And now these guys are going for the Rogov. That's what I was worried could happen. Actually, I think they're going for the one right at the back. But the Submarine, being the only surviving ship, I don't hate. It's still a threat. Those sunburns and gadflies. But it's not the best anti-sub platform. Which means we could probably kill this with the submarines. The Cresta, I think, is doomed. And then there was one. A single Submarine. Now, it's going to take some time for this lot to get back. I'm going to get the Prowlers to return to base as well. I know they still have their offensive ECM on, but they're going to be running, well, not super low on fuel, but relatively low. And I need them to go back anyway, because the P3s need to go back. I don't think we have... I think attacking with anything else is probably a bit too risky. Because they do have AA still. Funny though it would be to use Mavericks. I think it's much more interesting to try and get him with a sub. So, what I'm going to do is come up to periscope depth, all three of you. Actually, no, not you, because there's a merchant in the way. But you two can. We're going to wait, we're going to snorkel for a bit, and then we're going to get it. What do you have in terms of sonar? Hull mounted. That's it. No towed array. They're also all at 0 knots currently. Maybe because... Oh, that's the Cresta confirmed dead. Did we hit one of the merchants? Not seeing extensive damage on them. So I'm not sure why they've come to a dead stop. Anyway, I'm going to recover my planes, keep an eye on this Submarine, and prepare to end it. Welcome back. I'm still recovering aircraft and stuff, but I just wanted to highlight one of the problems the game still has with its AI. The Type 148s that are sailing through here, and this is partly why the Dangerous Straits mission, which is a very cool mission, for the most part, I found it really difficult because if you're trying to engage close to a coastline and ships are in a formation, they will just sail straight into the land. So this little torpedo boat
Turn to course 029.
got itself beached. I think we can get it off. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, just be careful if you're manoeuvring in close to the coast with surface ships. They don't always appreciate it. All of the aircraft are now back in the airbase. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same thing. It's so good. So the prowlers, they're growlers, not prowlers. I'm just going to launch the one rather than both this time. And then we're going to launch both Orions with the Harpoon loadout. Which, again, I'm aware is a little bit naughty. Okay? I know it's naughty. Technically, I believe the surprising number of US Navy veterans who watch these videos, or I guess Air Force veterans as well in this case, can tell me in the comments when exactly Harpoons were integrated onto the P3. But I don't think it was in 1981. I think it was probably a bit later. Probably, again, very brief research. Probably 1983, but probably more like 1984, 1985 before you'd expect to have it. However, you know, maybe the program got accelerated because Sea Power takes place in a kind of weird universe where the US and the USSR are in a hot war, which is non-nuclear, so hot conventional war. And I think if that happened, they probably want to put the Harpoons on the P3s quicker. Right, off we go. There's the P3, or the first P3. And we are airborne. The Submarine, who we can have a look at in a minute, has just stopped.
Roger, turn 092.
Here's the Orion that's keeping an eye on the Soviets. Here's the Submarine. She's dead in the water for some reason. Now, I don't know if that is because one of the Harpoons did hit one of these guys. I can't see any visible damage on them. The Submarine is sitting there pinging away with her active sonar. My submarines are, you know, snorkeling and heading that way because I want to potentially use them to sink the Submarine if or the merchants. But I actually don't think I'm going to need it. I don't think I'm going to need the Type 148s either. I think we can do this with the second flight of the P3s. There we go. Oh, this is the same two P3s that engaged them before. They are just rearming.
Roger, go to altitude 1000.
Can switch your surface search on. No problem with that. Haven't seen any sign of Soviet air response after that squadron of MiG-21s. So yeah, we'll fly over there, jam their radars, and blow them up. Welcome back. Again, there's the usual squawking. Going to try and sneak this guy in as close as I can to put out the offensive ECM, but we're more or less in position. I wonder if they will introduce mid-air refueling. That would be very interesting. Anyway, probably beyond the scope of the game, to be fair to the developers, though. Right. Let's wait for you to get on station. There we go. Offensive ECM. Put it right on that Submarine. Love it. Okay, first Orion. See that Submarine? I don't want to see it anymore. Fire all the harpoons. 1, 2, 3, 4. Love it. And, oops, not what I meant to click on. The other Orion. Kill the Submarine. And then now return to base. And now we have some harpoons on the go. They probably don't have much of an idea. I mean, again, like, you're dead in the water, you're sitting duck. Absolutely sitting duck there. No support, of course. It's hard to write scenarios that are realistic in that regard. I'm fully aware of that. You'd expect the Soviets to be sending a lot of stuff to do this, or far more likely, the Submarine and the two merchants would probably just turn around and go back. To be honest, I think that would be a perfectly acceptable thing to do. Maybe the commissars shot the captain, and they're having a bit of a problem on board. Something's made them stop. So, we are inside the circle. No sign of a response from the Submarine yet. Oh, there we go. Flak going up. You can probably see the missiles now. No chaff. Oh, there it is. Sea-Whiz. And if the radars are being jammed, Sea-Whiz isn't super effective. Pop up. And bonk. Oh, and all the others slam into it. Oh my god. That was a lot of hits. Oh, you have a little gun on board. That's cute. And this one is going for the merchant at the back. The big one. That's a big old hit. I'm impressed that this thing has a gun. Oh, it has a whole bunch of stuff. Missiles. Wow, cool. Check you out. What you don't have, though, mate, is any way to defeat a submarine. Oh, they've put the BMPs and the tanks and the UAZs on the deck. I like that little detail. That's cool. But the Submarine is very dead. This thing, I think, is going to be dead very soon. And, yeah, we could attack the landing ship from the air. Again. But I'd like to actually use the submarines. It's just going to take a million years for the submarines to get into a firing position. Do something like that. Yeah, it's going to be midnight before they're in position. You have done your job.
Roger, RTB.
I think this thing will sink. Harpoons are usually pretty darn deadly.
066.
Does the thing have its own radar? It does. See it up there?
40. Contact faded.
8.
706.
8 and 3. Yeah, I mean, we could try and attack it with F4s. It seems unwise when we have the perfect tool that they can't really do very much about. Do they even have sonar? Nope.
Contact faded. Track
There is literally no anti-submarine weaponry on this thing.
Contact faded. Track
So, yeah,
7042.
it's fine. We could even use the exocets if we really needed to. But again, those are nowhere close to being in range. So I'm going to wait until the submarines are in position.
70.
Welcome back. The hour approaches midnight, and the U-22 is in position to fire on the Rogov. Yeah, why not? Send a torpedo. Right? Can do this World War II style. We can retract the snorkel.
Lower the snorkel.
Not that it really matters, but yeah, just look at them with the periscope and then engage with the DM2. It is the DM2, right? Yep. Engage with DM2 single.
Engaging track 7063. Whip it away.
Torpedo away.
7063.
Wow, it goes deep initially. I'm just sitting here watching it go. There it is. Not the world's fastest torpedo, 35 knots, but should get the job done.
Contact faded.
By the way, the other one survived the hit from the Harpoon. So I think it maybe did get hit earlier. There's the roll off, just sitting there, chilling. And out of the depths, they don't even know it's coming. I mean, they maybe saw the snorkel on radar, but I doubt it. There's the ship. You probably can't see that because of the YouTube compression, but the ship is right here. It's like we're going to hit it midships. Right on the side. Yep. Boom. Contact torpedo. Oh yeah, that definitely hit. Well, we shall see if she sinks.
Turn to course. 039. Helm, lower the snorkel. Contact faded. Track 7. Lower the snorkel.
Watch this burn.
7005.
Ah, they're settling. I think they are done for. Yeah, I think we can safely assume that that is dead.
Turn to course. 066. Helm aye. Contact faded. Track 7004.
Rogov confirmed sunk. We can now turn
Contact
the sub.
faded. Track 7. Ahead 2/3. Maneuvering aye.
You can use a little bit more speed than that.
Ahead standard. Maneuvering aye.
To bring the submarine around.
Contact faded. Track
Not the
7,
best
0,
angle,
0,
but
4. Ahead 1/3. Maneuvering aye.
send another one.
Engaging track 7040. Whip it away. Track
Proper U-boat style this is.
7040.
Get them on your periscope, sneak really close to them. Nothing they can do about it. Absolutely nothing. And they might be able to absorb a harpoon, but I seriously doubt they're going to be able to absorb the hit from a torpedo.
Contact faded. Track 7004.
Now to the depths. I think I see the hull form. And
Hit
boom.
track 7040.
Huh. Seems remarkably undamaged by that. Oh, you're reloading the tubes. I think you have one.
Engaging track 7040. Whip it away. Track
Keep sending torpedoes into it until it's dead.
7040. Ahead flank. Maneuvering aye. Turn to course. 1. Ahead flank. Maneuvering aye.
Hit him again. Oh, they are starting to heal over. Okay, good.
Hit track 7040.
Should really just break him in half. Yeah, they are settling.
Contact faded. Track 7004. Contact faded. Track 7066. Contact faded. Track 7005.
You reloaded yet? Yep.
Engaging track 7040. Whip it away. Track 7040.
Beatings will continue until morale improves.
Contact faded. Track 7004. Contact faded. Track 7066. Contact faded. Track 7005.
And boom, once again.
7040. Turn to course 267. Raise the snorkel.
You could probably send a couple more their way.
Engaging track 7040. Whip it away. Track 7040. Contact faded. Track 7004. Contact faded. Track.
Gotta make sure of these things.
706.
No, it's dead. So, they lost all their forces. It was just the 4 MiG-21s. We lost 3 of the F4... the RA-5? Oh, that's a time compression thing. It should have bingo fueled in return, so I don't count that one. Yeah, lost 3 F4s. Not great, but yeah, total destruction of the enemy. Now, I would say that using the extra Orions and loading them up with harpoons is cheating a little bit, but hey, he didn't tell me not to use them, so it's fine. If you try this mission, have you done it without using those cheeky Orions with the harpoons? And if so, how did you get on? Let me know once the game comes out. And yeah, very excited to see you guys trying this mission as well. Thank you again to Stealth for sending me the mission. And I'll see you guys next time for some more Sea Power.